Welcome to another week's edition of Open Thought, and this week we got another question from one of our viewers. Her question was, why is it that young people don't get the same respect as the older people on their job? Here's what we had to say about that.
My perspective on younger people getting the respect they deserve in the workforce mainly stems from more of us living in a capitalistic society where older people are forced to work longer in terms of a retirement age. So what they tend to do is they tend to just look down on the younger generations before them because it's like they're in the jobs longer and they don't want to leave the jobs because of probably mortgages or whatever the case may be. And we are in this modern day society, retirement packages and stuff, they don't really be able to sustain them after they choose to retire. So what they do, they tend to stick inside jobs longer, and through this process, what it does is it instills in them an animosity towards the up-and-coming generation, and they want to keep like entry-level workers at entry-level positions, so they don't really respect them as the professionals they truly are. So at the end of the day, this is not mainly a personal this is not mainly a personal argument for me. Basically, the system is designed for people to be more selfish in a capitalistic society, because it's like, oh, okay, you got a business, I got a business, we all in competition. So what it does in competition, like say for example, I think a follower on Twitter, what they spoke about was it being they related this topic more so to a basketball career, where the younger players, up and coming younger players, don't get the respect they deserve based on the people that put more years in. So what they tend to do is like, oh, you gotta earn your stripes. They do this earn stripes thing, and a lot of the tension in the workforce mainly comes from people being competitive because of the capitalistic society we live in. That's pretty much my stance on where younger people not feeling like they get the respect they deserve in whatever field they are participating and working in.
The question that was submitted to us about young people not getting the same respect on their job as what the older people would get is a very good question, because many young individuals are experiencing that in today's society due to the fact that the older workers may feel as if they're incompetent or they haven't had the experience to perform the task given to them. And I feel that everybody should be given a fair chance. Let's be honest here. I may have came out of high school, didn't get a college degree, but what if I have the ability to get what was assigned to me done? Give me the chance. At least give me the opportunity to show myself. But the problem is in today's society is that the older people they don't encourage the young workers to encourage them in a way that would make them want to work or see themselves moving up the ladder in a few years. They tend to dwell on the situation that, oh, I don't have a college degree, or I haven't had the experience, or say I've moved from hospitality and going in the business environment. In anything you do, I believe that an individual should be trained. That's why in today's society you have so many courses being available. If you give that young individual the opportunity to be trained, at least by the end of the training, they should be competent enough to get the task that was assigned to them done. I truly believe that everybody deserves a fair chance in life, and we need to abolish that mentality of judging a person by their age rather than looking at their ability to get their job done. And once that is done, the work environment will be a more pleasant place to work in.
At the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is tested. Young people have to understand that we are going to get the heat. We have to take the heat and bring the heat. You can't just go in these people's jobs thinking that they're going to give you respect. You have to earn it. I'm not the type of person that loves to have things given to me. So I go out there and I take it. And we have to take what's out there for us. That's the problem with this generation. We love instant gratification, and we need to stop this way of thinking. You think I'm gonna support this crash? And I'm not gonna support it. We need to stop this instant gratification thing. We need to start going out there and taking what's ours. That's the reason why the society is not moving forward. We also invited two special guests to give their input on the topic. Here's what they had to say.
My take on the question, I personally feel that young people, old people, they don't have anything in common. So in the workforce, I feel that each needs to play their part. The young people coming into the workforce, they need to know that, okay, I'm coming onto the job, I'm coming with the willpower to learn. And from the old people perspective, they need to say, all right, we have this young person coming aboard, we need to groom this person into that individual they need to be, or that employee that they need to be. So I feel that both of them need to play their part and just squash this old people versus young people in the workforce, or experience versus education in the workforce. That's how I feel about it.
We took that question to Instagram.
Here's what they had to say.
Alexandra, we just want to thank you for sending in your question, and we enjoyed answering your question. And we want to thank all of our constant supporters out there. Without you, Open Thought wouldn't be a success.